What's going on, everyone? Alex De Silva, Happy as Larry Group. I hope you are well. And welcome to another daily dose of happiness. I hope you're having an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And we are at the end of the week. The weekend is here, almost. For some of you, it's probably already here. If you're in the evening, then you're looking forward to the weekend, and I hope it's an amazing one for you. And today, I want to talk about something that's really important. I've personally been experiencing this for a while now, for quite a long time. And at times, I just wanted to give up. I just wanted to throw in the towel and say, I've had enough, I'm done. But the longer I stayed in this process, the longer I trusted the process, I started to realize why emotional pain is so important. Why emotional pain is so important. It's important because for a few reasons. When we're feeling or experiencing emotional pain, how do we feel? We feel low, we feel stressed, we feel fearful, we feel anxious, we feel depressed. It affects our mind, body, spirit. It creates mental health issues, and if it's not dealt with properly, it can lead to all sorts of other things, addictions and trauma and self-harming and worst case scenarios, suicide attempts and even death. So why is dealing with emotional pain so important? Let's trace back the things that I've just said. Emotional pain makes us feel low, stressed, depressed, anxious, fearful, angry, resentful. So experiencing these things on a daily basis, often, what do? What have we been told to do? Be quiet, don't talk about it. If you show your emotions or you're vulnerable about how you're feeling, it's a weakness. If society has told us that we must stiff up a lip, chin up, and move forward. And how often have we all done that? I have, done it my whole life almost. And I discovered, as I started to go through this learning process, both personally and professionally, started to understand what my emotions were doing to me, my negative emotions, so these painful emotions that I was going through. And I started to see how I was acting, how I was reacting, how I was conducting myself in the world, in society, through my personal relationships, work relationships, you name it. Every single one of these things get affected. And I don't perform to the best of my ability. But because of the conditioning and the messaging and everything that we are taught, we just go about our day thinking, well, I'll just bottle this one up, I'll stick it in Pandora's box and it will be okay. And often or not, that's what happens. We're okay. We just go on about our lives and we carry on doing what we need to do, and it gets forgotten about until we experience something else, and something else then comes up. The same emotion, different scenario, same emotions come up. And we wonder why we're constantly in pain. We wonder why we keep attracting these energies, the type of people that bring that kind of pain, the different scenarios that bring that kind of pain, people, places, things. All of a sudden, we're constantly surrounded by the things we fear the most. The 1, 2, 10, 20 things that we've been carrying through our whole lives. We wonder why we keep attracting this, and we keep saying to ourselves, why do I keep attracting this? Why can't I make money? Why can't I get, the job that I've always dreamed of? Why can't I be the person I've always wanted to be? Why can't I lose weight? Why can't I be happy? Why can't I get married? Why can't I have children? Why am I not a good parent, a friend, so on and so forth? The list goes on. So if you think about everything that I've just said, the negativity, just the words that are coming out of my mouth, everything is about scarcity. There was not one thing in there about abundance, attracting. Everything was about getting rid of. But what happens, because we are karma, we are energy, we are the law of attraction. We're these powerful energy sources. And everything that we are, everything that we do, we say, the world just brings it back to us. It's this continuous loop. Surround yourself with winners. And I remembered, some of these little words, be careful the words that you use. Be careful the people that you surround yourself with. These little things all of a sudden started to make sense. I was like, well, I surround myself with really cool people. I love my friends, I love my family, I love my relationships. But actually, when I step back, yes, some of them I definitely do, because they brought the best out of me. They challenged me when I needed to. They got me out of my comfort zone. But the majority of it, if you're truly honest with yourself, the majority of it kept me in that place, in what became comfort. It kept me in this comfortable place of pain and just an easy discomfort where I was just okay with just being mediocre. I was okay with just being in pain and hating Mondays and looking forward to Fridays, yet missing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Looking forward to next month, next year. Oh, I can't wait to go on holiday. Like now, with currently what's going on, I can't wait for this to be over. But what if it's never over? Then what are you going to do? You're going to constantly live your life in an existence that never exists. So why is it important that we deal with this emotional pain? So the reason why we need to deal with emotional pain, as I've been through this experience and working with others and I've seen the transformations, the reason these emotions continuously keep coming up and you keep going through the same thing over and over and over again in different cycles of life and different experiences is because you're just still holding on to it. Your body, your mind, your body, your spirit is a phenomenal tool that it tells you. Your emotions are a teller of something you need to deal with. So if you're feeling fearful, it's telling you, deal with the fear. If you're feeling anxious, it's telling you, deal with the anxiety. If you're depressed, it's telling you, deal with the depression. If you're suffering your trauma over and over and over again, it's telling you, deal with your emotions, deal with the trauma, face it. And people go, but I can't, it's so painful. And the thing is, you've been living with that pain for so long, you think that this is permanent. It's going to be a permanent thing. So dealing with it means you're gonna keep this going forever. You're gonna keep this going for even longer, and you really don't want to. I didn't want to. But the thing is once you deal with that emotional pain, emotional trauma, whatever it is that's going on for you, that's bringing you that discomfort and that dis-ease, you start to release. You start to release blockages from your body. You start to open up channels that start to bring in happiness, joy, fulfillment, abundance, love, kindness, care, compassion. These things start to flow and you start to smile. Do you see the change in as I'm talking to you? It starts to change. The energy starts to lift. Why? Because you're unblocking your body. You're listening to your mind, body, spirit. You're listening to these things telling you, please, let go of it. I don't want this in here anymore. This is not who we're meant to be. And you realize, as I did, as many of our clients have, that once you go through this and you open up those channels and you unblock these things, and it's continuous work. It's continuous work as you go through this work, as you go through these processes, you start to heal. Some things you heal really quickly. Some things take a little bit longer. But it's a lifestyle change. You're creating a new lifestyle for yourself. You're starting to walk in your own footsteps instead of walking in mum and dad's or friends and partners and what society tells us that we should or shouldn't be. So once you start to do these things and you start to look at your emotions then change. Why? Because you're now connected. You're aligned in every single way. And once you're aligned, your intuition starts to say, watch out for this. This is not good for you. And when you listen, you start to see, oh, actually, yeah, you're right. And you might step in there just to try, and then you feel the pain and you experience that uncomfortable emotion, then you step away very quickly. Why? Because you're building your armor. You're building your knowledge. You're building your strength. You're building your truth. Everything that your body needs in order for it to be the best that it can be. So what do? Meditation, I talk about this all the time. Pretty much in every video I try to mention it. Daily meditation allows you to start the healing process. It's not the answer to everything, but it's the healing process. And it's a tool that you use every single day in order for you to stay healthy in mind, body, and spirit. Going and seeing someone, speaking the pain, speaking the trauma, a therapist, a coach, someone that has the tools already. They've walked the walk. They've done there, they've been there, they've tried, they've tested. As we always say, we're guinea pigs to our own work. We just don't come out and say, I'll talk to you about addiction, I'll talk to you about mental health, and I've experienced none of it. We walk this step every single day. And I go through these processes, these pains and these traumas and these, just experiences to become the best version I can be. And the ripple effects of that is attracting that abundance, and it makes me better as an individual, as a partner in my relationships, in my business, my focus, how I am doing these videos. It's continuous learning every single day. Breath work, something that we're currently working with a lot at the moment. We've been doing it a lot ourselves. We've been working with clients, and I cannot stress it enough how powerful this is. Just the act of breathing consciously, actively. This will help you to get those blockages opened, out in the open, so these things start to release, but they release quickly too. But again, being in a safe space with somebody that knows what they're doing, that they can sit with you whilst you're going through this process, because emotions do come up, and it's those releases that you need in order to start to let go of these things, so you can leave those sessions, you can leave the place that you're at and start to live this new life. But it's a continuous journey. You don't just go do it once. It's something that, again, it's a lifestyle. Meditation, breath work, I talk about this all the time. Start to changing your mindset with gratitude and positive affirmations. Start to put out there, as you start to connect with your channels, with the guidances, and you start to see and get these intuitions of who you really want to be. Those things that, the dreams, the goals, the visions that you've always had, knowing that that's who you're really meant to be. But you've just ignored it because everybody else told you that it's not true, it's never going to happen for you. But you're the ones being given this. And once you start to channel that, those visions become clearer, crystal clear. And you start to see the benefits, and you continue on a journey. It's not an easy journey, but it's a journey of must. It's not maybe, it's a must. If you want to be the best version of you, if you want to let go of those emotional traumas and pains and things that have kept you stuck, imprisoned in your own body, in your own self, then you have to start doing these things. Meditation, breath work, gratitude, affirmations, working with a professional, therapist, coach. We hold ceremonies in person, online, where we help people all the time. And we've seen the benefits continuously. And I share these videos not for you to come and, choose us. There are thousands of, phenomenal people out there who do the same work. If they are close to you, reach out to them. Reach out to them and get exactly what you need. They will guide you through the process. We've been studying and looking at plant medicine now, instead of pumping ourselves through these pills and these chemicals that do nothing but keep healthy people sick. Yes, I said it. These pharmaceutical companies are doing nothing but keeping healthy people sick. Our bodies are phenomenal tools. I have seen, and there are studies and proof out there, that our bodies are able to heal cancer, trauma, you name it. There's been lesions in people's bodies. There's been things that they thought this is incurable. People have completely healed themselves. Doctors are like, how on earth did this happen? Science doesn't even know enough, because that's how powerful our bodies are. That's how phenomenal we are. And we are just tapping into the surface. We are just tapping into this stuff now and starting to realize, oh my God, this stuff is phenomenal. The power that is in this, the power that's in you. And we are the vessels, we are the medicine. And the earth gives us these phenomenal plants and medicines and things that we can work with safely, allowing us to open ourselves up to the world and to the opportunities that we truly are meant to have, and all of the things that we are meant to be. So if you're suffering now, if you're going through pain and you're suffering and you're stressed and you're fearful and you don't know what to do with your life, and you're getting to that point where it's getting to, to that really, really tough point, and you think you're on your own, you're not. You're not on your own. We've been there. I've been through some extremely dark times. Many of you who watch this regularly, you know about my story. And my story is not of joy, happiness. Yes, of course, I was gifted and born with optimism and this smile. It's just a natural thing for me. But I also used this smile and this optimism as a mask to hide how I was truly feeling, the pain that I was experiencing, and the things I didn't want people to know because I was so ashamed of them. Because I thought if I was to share these things, people would laugh at me and people would leave and I'd be on my own. I'd be rejected. You will never be rejected in this space. Have an amazing day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. And as always, be great, be fantastic, and be absolutely phenomenal today. Reach out to someone. Start to get the help that you need. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. The answers are not out there in the world. It doesn't matter whether we're in this current situation or whether it was previous situations or whether there will be future situations. You can live freely as a phenomenal human being regardless. I am so grateful and blessed that I get to do that every single day. Every single day. I have bad days. Yesterday I had a bad day. But that's okay, because I have my armor, I have my tools in order to deal with it. I can go to my breath work, I can go to my meditation, I can practice gratitude and my affirmations, and I will sit in that emotion now. I will allow the emotion to process. I don't put it in Pandora's box. I allow it to come out and I say, okay, what do you need to show me? What do I need to learn from this? Show me, teach me. That's the difference. And eventually, it goes. Nothing lasts forever, especially our emotions. Our true emotions, doesn't matter what they are, they will only last for 3 minutes. 3 minutes, our true emotions. After that, it's all in the brain. It's all thinking. It's all mind movie. It's all conditioning. Because we've taught ourselves to sit in this uncomfortable place, in this pain. And we believe that this is where we need to be, and it's not. It really isn't. I love you always and unconditionally. I'll speak to you again very soon. Take care.